What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video today. I want to talk about a rule change, one of the rule changes that just happened, and what the Colts should do about it and how they should go about it. Will they stay the same? Will they change something up? We'll see what happens. But the rule pertains to the emergency quarterback and the fact that before, right, the rule this past season was that the emergency quarterback, you could have an emergency quarterback, but he can only be elevated from the practice squad a certain amount of times. So in the Colts case, they kept Sam Ellinger on the active roster to be an emergency quarterback so they didn't have to worry about the amount of elevations that he has. So coming into this year, they can make it to where Sam Ellinger or whoever that is ends up not being on the active roster. Okay. And if it is somebody that comes from the practice squad, there's still only 2 elevations allowed per week to come up from the practice squad. And the emergency quarterback would be designated as one of those elevations. Okay. But again, they can be elevated an unlimited number of times now. So Sam Ellinger could stay on the practice squad and he could be the guy that the Colts decide to elevate week to week, but he would be one of those 2 slots getting elevated. Now, they also made sure to have in there that the emergency quarterback can only play if the other 2 quarterbacks have either been ejected or injured. Okay. And if one of those quarterbacks is able to get back in the game, the emergency quarterback has to leave the game. This is how they have it written up. So it's really emergency quarterback can't just be somebody that you elevate and then you have little gadget plays that you can use with him, right? Which Colts could do with Sam Ellinger if they really wanted to. So what I want to do here is go through potential options for the emergency quarterback, right? Of course, there's Sam Ellinger. Do we just stick with Sam Ellinger? He's already here. He's on a cheap rookie deal. We can just put him down on the practice squad. He won't take up a roster spot. So it'd be easy, right? You just keep Sam in the building, and that's probably what's likely when you have Chris Ballard at the helm, okay? But the other options here is I was looking through the list of free agents, which aren't many. There's only 10 available free agents according to Spotrac. And the guys on the list of emergency quarterbacks, again, this is third string. Okay, I'm thinking Carson Wentz. Okay, we've seen Carson Wentz play good football in the past. Even when he was with the Colts, like there were times where Carson was playing good football. There were also times where he was very erratic and like, no, I don't want that guy as my quarterback. But Carson Wentz coming in as an emergency quarterback, a guy that's only going to be in the game if Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco aren't available. Like, I would feel very good about our 3 options at quarterback, right? Going down the line and, starting with Anthony Richardson, ending with Carson Wentz. I think, the room would definitely be better, right? Carson Wentz over Sam Ellinger. Carson Wentz would obviously cost more. And then the other side of this is, would Carson Wentz want to go be somebody's emergency quarterback, right? Would he want to accept that role? At this point, it feels like that might be something that would be possible. But then also, would he want to come back to the Colts with everything that's been said about Carson Wentz and by the Colts fans and the whole way that that situation ended up? Will Carson Wentz want to be the quarterback in Indianapolis again? That remains to be seen. Okay, but then the other guy I'm thinking about is Ryan Tannehill. And it's kind of the same conversation with him. Will he even want to accept this role? He probably wants to compete for a starting job, especially since he was just starting last year. Obviously, lost his job to Will Levis, but I could see a world where Ryan Tannehill ends up being somebody's emergency quarterback. And if that could be for the Colts, again, I think that's an upgrade from what we have. But again, vet men, even if he takes vet men is still going to be higher than what Sam Ellinger is getting paid, right? You think about Sam Ellinger, again, late round pick, rookie contract. He's making pretty much bare minimum for NFL players. You sign Carson Wentz or Ryan Tannehill, those contracts are going to be more. It's going to eat up more of the cap room. And with the Colts, not really having a whole lot left in terms of trying to sign different talent after they sign their rookie contracts, then it'll be interesting to see what they decide they want to do. Now, I would rather, if we're talking which of the 3 would I rather have, go and give me Carson Wentz to be the emergency quarterback. I think that'd be good. He wouldn't be the starter. He wouldn't even be the backup, right? This is a guy that would only be in the game if Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco aren't available, and I expect Anthony Richardson to be able to stay healthy this season. So Carson Wentz coming in, emergency quarterback. I think that's the best situation we could ask for. Now, there's also the side of this, like, do you want a good emergency quarterback if you get down that far? Maybe you just want to tank the season, try to get good value to continue to build around Anthony Richardson. There are definitely going to be some people that talk about that, but I'd rather just see the Colts win every week. So that's going to be my take on it: is go get a guy that if we absolutely have to, we might even still be able to win some games, right? Carson Wentz and a Shane Steichen offense might be able to work with the things that Carson can do. So we'll see what ends up happening. You let me know your opinion on this down in the comments section. Of course, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on as we continue to talk about more free agency, draft coming up. So again, make sure you have those notifications turned on. And as always, I appreciate you joining me for another video. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.